Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth, and today we're going a little bit nostalgic. I'm painting a few scenes from the 1985 film, Anne of Green Gables. So real talk, I didn't discover this movie on my own. Like many young siblings, I basically just absorbed whatever my older sisters were watching, and they watched Anne of Green Gables on loop like it was a religion. So naturally, I also became emotionally invested in the beautiful redhead that is known as Anne of Green Gables. But I mean, how could you not fall in love with this movie? It has got everything: slow burn romance, emotional barn scenes, and enough puffed sleeves to clothe an entire Jane Austen convention. This is not a tutorial, by the way. I mean, if you're here to paint, welcome, but I guess manage your own expectations. This is more of a vibe with me while I try not to ruin this painting situation. There's this tragic beauty in the prairie lighting throughout the films that is just exquisite. I really wanted to try to capture that, so I'm working through these scenes using acrylic paint. I really enjoy the way that acrylic paint easily grabs and builds texture. I think that it gives paintings, especially ones like this, where I'm more so focused on light and movement rather than those fine details. I think that the texture helps lift the painting and go a long way. So throughout this video, I'll be painting a few of my favorite scenes, some of the really iconic ones, and maybe a couple that just hit me in the feelings for no good reason. Like, why am I crying over a girl reciting poetry in a canoe? Who knows, but here we are. I mean, should I be giving you a spoiler alert before I talk about these scenes? I mean, I guess I will. So if you've somehow not seen this movie yet, it's only been out for about 40 years, so don't you worry, you're not that late to the game. That said, if you've never seen it and want to go in totally fresh, maybe hit pause on this video, go watch the film, fall in love with Anne, maybe cry a little, and then come back and paint with me. But alright, you've been gently warned, let's get into it. I really like this scene. I find it very memorable and honestly kind of hilarious. It's where Anne gets stuck in a sinking boat and Gilbert has to come to her rescue. Now, if you don't know who Gilbert is, just think of him as a boy who has this intense, passionate chemistry going both ways with Anne. Anne is out on the river with her friends, acting out a very dramatic scene from The Lady of Shalott because, of course, she is. This is just the kind of thing that Anne does. And she's floating down the river in a little rowboat pretending to be the tragic heroine. But then, the boat starts leaking, like actually leaking, and Anne, being Anne, stays calm for exactly 10 seconds before realizing this is not part of the script. She tries to stay afloat by clinging to a wooden beam under the bridge, soaking wet, freezing, and still too proud to call for help. Until, surprise, Gilbert shows up in his own little boat and offers to rescue her. And here is where it gets so Anne. She does not want to be saved by Gilbert Blythe, her academic rival and the boy she's been dramatically avoiding ever since he called her carrots because of her red hair. But I mean, she is stuck. The boat is toast. So she swallows her pride and climbs into Gilbert's boat. And it's the perfect mix of awkward and sweet and kind of the beginning of them slowly thawing towards each other. It's such a good scene because it's not just about the rescue. It's about the moment you realize Gilbert genuinely cares about Anne. And even though she's still mad at him, the walls are starting to crack a little. So the boat scene is definitely my favorite throughout the films, but I did want to include the painting that you're looking at right now and probably have been looking at for a while. It's a peaceful, magical moment that doesn't move the plot a ton, but it totally captures the heart of Anne and Diana's friendship. Is considered Anne's bosom friend, pretty much like a kindred spirit, somebody that she just trusts and believes is her soulmate. This wraps up a few of my favorite scenes from Anne of Green Gables. I really enjoyed painting these. I also really enjoyed putting together this video and talking about the scenes.